Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You're now tuned into the Man Cave Sport Podcast. Drop the beat.
Drawing the keys on this shit now.
All right, what's going on, world? Today, I'll be your host, Willie P. I got my fellas and my brothers in podcast with me. I'm gonna let them go ahead and introduce themselves, reintroduce themselves. Got my man Gary.
What up, everybody? It's your boy Jae Jones, man. Back for episode 2. We in the building. You know what I'm saying? Willie lost that bet, so he on the mic. So you gonna hear him loud and clear. You dig?
Yeah. Hey, actually, Willie won that bet. Actually, he won the bet. He's the king of the podcast right now. He's hosting that Jay. Hey, this is the second show right here. We started to get our groove last week. I was feeling good. It was either that or the 1738 talking. But let's do this again.
Both. Yeah. Damn, my bad. Willie won the bets. My bad. I probably lost all the bets because I don't think I got nothing right.
Yeah, we were pretty terrible out there.
Yeah. I couldn't tell. I just said they probably just said I wasn't shit to put me up here, but it's all good. I couldn't tell.
G was keeping tabs. I just know everything that I picked didn't come out. So I just know I was like, either I'm hosting or I don't know. But hey, it is what it is though, man.
Yeah, it's all good. So we're gonna keep it here with the Super Bowl. Y'all wanna give me y'all breakdown, your outlook, what y'all thought about the Super Bowl? Start with G.
Hey, I just want to say, y'all heard it here on the last podcast. We called that thing right. I said, hey, Joe Burrow on his back, Rams winning this thing. And he wasn't on his back first half. And then Aaron Donald defense, they turned things around, laid him out a couple times, sacked 7 times total, the most ever, other than Roger Staubach for 7 times, in like 1981 or something like that he put up. So that was definitely the game difference, game changer, second half. I mean, we're going to come back around, so take it, your turn, Jay.
I was going to say, man, I don't know, should I give you – I got a lot, man. I got a lot of highlights and things that caught my attention. So do we want to start with the game or like actually everything before the game, or how should I go? All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start. All right, so – It was dope, right? I thought it was a decent Super Bowl. If I had to give it a grade, I would probably give it a B plus. I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of like the third quarter. I did kind of I don't want to say got bored, but it just kind of got like after the 75-yard touchdown pass, it kind of got a little stale after a while.
I agree.
Rams defense, yeah, the Rams defense got hyped once Joe Burrow was pushed out of bounds, and Isaiah Prince and Aaron Donald got into the scuffle. I don't know if y'all know, but Isaiah Prince is from Greenbelt. He went to Eleanor Roosevelt. If y'all didn't know.
Shout out.
But it was cool. It was entertaining. It did its job. It wasn't a blowout. You know, they kept it close. And if Odell didn't get hurt, I believe it's not even close, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give a few of my little highlights that I noticed and that I saw. Unless you want to tell you, go ahead, Willie. You give us your breakdown first, because I got a little list.
You got some ways to go with it. Yeah, I thought it was a great game. I think it was collectively. I think it was well promoted. I think it had a good anticipation, and people anticipated it. I think it lived up to the hype. star-studded. You know, they was in LA. They brought out all the stars. And I thought it lived up to the hype of the Super Bowl. I think it was the Super Bowl, the big game for sure. Um, low score, lower score than most people predicted, but I'm not totally surprised about that. I think I think the low score is a testament to excellent coaching and great execution. I think that's where it started to get a little still at. You kind of get like a chess game, so to speak, and they kind of like figured each other out for a minute there. And I mean, I had Cincinnati. Cincinnati, you know, it was their game to lose, and they ended up losing it because you know, the Rams they they stayed around and they came up big late, you know, but I also thought it was a terrible way to lose, man. I think Joe they had to make a play. First of all, the running back Mixon for the Bengals, he's nowhere on that last drive. I thought that was stupid as shit. They moved the ball halfway down the field and then they just got stuck and didn't know what to do. It was a terrible way to lose, but you know, everything was good until the end.
Hey, you ain't lying there. It was 2nd and 1, 54 seconds left at the 49-yard line or something like that. You got 3 chances to get 1 yard there. Keep this drive to go kick a field goal or something. And
Now it was so for chance.
Yeah, Aaron Donald, man. Aaron Donald was not with the bullshit, man. He wanted
That's
to win
right there. You ain't lying.
It's crazy because, and I'm gonna get back to this too. Former Tennessee Titans offensive lineman Quentin Spain was blocking Aaron Donald especially on that 4th and 1 where Aaron Donald just blew past him and just annihilated him. I'm just sitting there. He was talking a bunch of shit leading up to the game, and I mean, they just, like I said, Aaron Donald got activated after that scuffle, and they woke a sleeping bear up, and he got to work. After that scuffle, he went to work, man. He went to work. But I'm like you, Willie. I think the Bengals had opportunities, but I think part of the coaching you mentioned, I think the inexperience of the coaching is what actually led to Cincinnati kind of losing that game. But like you said, it lived up to the hype. It was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it. Like you said, I thought it was a low score, and I thought I had it in the 30s, but you know, had it as a shootout. But you know, it is what it is, though. But
yeah, hey, I got, like y'all said, I thought the Rams should have ran away with it myself personally. They open up, they score a touchdown right away. Then they give up a field goal, score another touchdown after that. So they're up 13-3. They missed the extra point. That kind of hurt them a little bit. But Joe Burrow has 1 touchdown that whole game, and that's a questionable touchdown when you look at the slow-mo replay, because that 75-yard opening second half joint, that could have been called back easily. Like T. Higgins 75 yards, that's no doubt a face mask. Refs missed that one. So they gave it back at the end kind of thing, I guess, or something, right?
Yeah.
I thought Jalen. I at first I gave the refs a pass because when it actually happened in real motion, I thought Jalen Ramsey got beat, and I was like, "Damn, again!" Like, you know what I'm saying? But then, of course, when they put it on slow mo, you know, you see Higgins' hands going across Jalen Ramsey's face or his helmet, and it gave him the momentum to fall down. But I was gonna ask a question. Could the Rams have challenged that call? Could they have challenged that?
I mean, they already ran a play, so technically, I guess they couldn't challenge it because they already ran a play.
Okay, all right, but yeah, it was
pass
bad.
interference. I know is not a challengeable play. I know for a fact it didn't used to be. I know they were trying to make that rule change, but I don't think it happened. And let's go back to Jalen Ramsey here, because he got murdered on Twitter. He got murdered everywhere. Everybody talking about he gave up this many yards and blah, blah, blah. Hey, point blank period. Your job as a defensive back, don't give up touchdowns. He didn't give up a touchdown if you take that face mask away from him. He didn't give up a single touchdown, pretty much. He gave up the yardage, but you don't give up touchdowns.
That's true, but he was getting beat even before this game. He got beat by Mike Evans in the what was that, the NFC Championship game for it was like a 45, 50-yard touchdown. So I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cornerback is one of the hardest positions to play. I never try to go at a cornerback because I've never played cornerback. You know what I'm saying? Even in Madden, I be struggling playing cornerback. So I'm not gonna sit here and get on there and roast him. But I was kind of surprised that he was getting cooked more than I've ever seen him get cooked. So I was just like, damn. Like even on the last drive, I mean, he looked like he was trying to jump the route. Jamar, and I'm like, why are you trying to jump the route? Like that's Jamar Chase. Like he can easily house a 5-6 yard pass. He can house it. So why are you jumping it? So
that could have been dangerous. You ain't lying there.
Yeah, like that was. I mean, and if y'all aren't a part of the Facebook, the Man Cave Sports Podcast group on Facebook, I highly suggest y'all join. We talk about any and everything, but you can find this post on in our group. I put a post up where on the last play, Jalen Ramsey got beat again by Jamar Chase, but Joe Burrow got sacked. You know what I'm saying? So, and this time there was no face mask or pass interference. Like he got beat off the line. And if Joe Burrow has, I guess, 2-3 seconds or 2 seconds more, that's gone. That's 7 right there. So
hey, that's why we love defenses. Defenses wins championships. Aaron Donald loves it.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey gave up 5. He was targeted 9 times, gave up 5 receptions for 160 yards and 1 touchdown.
Jeez.
Barbecue chicken.
Somebody gotta get the butt end of the deal. You know, I ain't gonna single them out. It's a team game, but somebody gonna get cooked. You know, that's how that shit happen.
Hey, it is what it. Hey, they won the Super Bowl. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? They won.
They won the Super
Aaron
Bowl.
Donald, yeah.
Do they make it back to the Super Bowl? We're gonna give some early predictions. We're gonna stay here. Do LA make it back? Do LA repeat? Do they go for a repeat?
Nah, I think out of both of these teams, I feel the Rams have the best chance to repeat. They can get back there, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Bengals ain't making the playoffs next year. That's my jump out there prediction. Straight up.
Why you don't think they making it? Why you?
It's the Super Bowl.
I thought I was gonna be the Bengals hater, but it sounds like okay. I want to hear your reason why you don't think they're gonna make it.
Hey, it's the Super Bowl letdown. It happens yearly. It happens all the time. It's what happens to teams. They had a letdown. They got a good squad. Don't get me wrong, but they played right at the right times this season. When it came down to the end of the season, they caught fire. Yeah. Came down to playoffs. They caught fire. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to win all these games at the end. They did.
Tell me about it.
Love it for them. I know you know. They're not supposed to.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I felt like the whole Super Bowl. That's all I kept hearing. For some reason, my team was not there, but I heard so many Tennessee Titans drops. I said, man, I'm just tired of hearing this shit. Like, of course, we sacked them 9 times. Then you got the only time the Rams won the Super Bowl is when they beat Tennessee. And then you got a former Tennessee player. His son was a tight end for the Rams. Yeah, it's like, And then on top of that, then Dick Vermeil goes into the Hall of Fame, and he was the coach that led the Rams to beating Tennessee for a Super Bowl. But I'm with you, G. I don't think the Bengals get back to the Super Bowl.
Their division's tough too.
I do think they could probably get into the playoffs. I think what they need isn't like a hard fix. It's not something that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't need like a special talent. They don't need, you know what I'm saying? They just need an offensive line. You know what I'm saying?
Offensive line.
You can fix that. You can get 1 or 2 players out the draft, grab a free agent, and you good. You just got to hope they stay healthy. So I think that they will. Now, their defense, I don't really know, because Eli Apple, he was another person. Oh, you talk about cooked on social media. Eli Apple got cooked on social media.
Apple pie out there.
Yeah, like what Cooper Kupp say? Applesauce when he scored a touchdown on them. So I don't think the Bengals get back to the Super Bowl. I think they get back to the playoffs. I think the Rams have the best chance in the NFC, seeing how we don't know how that's going to play out. I do think G's Cowboys has a good chance to get back. I think they got the offense
coming up too.
Yeah, I got their offense. You know what I'm saying? if they can, I do think you might need somebody outside of Mike McCarthy, but their offense and they kept Dan Quinn. I think that they got the talent on both sides to make a run. You know what I'm saying? It's just the coaching for them. But I think the Rams they can definitely get back since the NFC is kind of weak. We don't know where Aaron Rodgers is gonna go. Brady retired. We don't know what's going on with Tampa. The Saints rebuilding, so they definitely the favorites. Definitely the favorites. Definitely.
I think I'm going to say LA do not repeat. It's hard. You ask anybody in sports, whatever sports it is, they always say that second championship is the hardest one to get. But I do think they have a good chance to do so. I don't know. I just think it was anybody game, and it could have been Kansas City there. It could have been the Bills there. It could have been San Francisco there. I think there's a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying on in both divisions, just in the game period. A lot of competitive nature, but I do think they have a good shot. I don't know if they make it back to the Super Bowl. I would love to see both of them to do well though. But the I hope the Cowgirls continue to choke with all their talent. And I thought I was a diehard fan of my Commanders now, but I think you got me beat, Jay. You still holding salty to these Tennessee losses.
Bruh.
Always dropping their name in there somehow or whatever.
It wasn't like I wanted to. It was a simple fact. Like I'm watching the game and they're like, yeah, Joe Burrow's been sacked for the most times in the playoffs, 9 times by Tennessee. I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. Then they're like, oh yeah, they just kept name dropping. I'm like, they're like, oh, the Rams, they only won 1 Super Bowl and I was against Tennessee. I'm like, damn, dog, like we ain't even there. I get it, we lost. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to
salty like Kanye over there, man.
Man, alone. Nah, man,
it's okay. I love it. Like I said, he really made me feel like, damn, I need to do better as a fan or something. I've been lacking this shit, but my team been lacking. So the passion they did, like J team doing all right. So he see opportunity.
That shit hurt, man. That shit hurt, bro. That shit still hit, man. Hurt, man. I'm hurt. But
it's all good. We're gonna try to help you out a little bit, lighten up the situation, and go to the Super Bowl halftime. Touch on that, if you guys would like.
Hold on. Before we do that,
okay,
I'm gonna ask y'all: did y'all see the Rock intro? What did y'all think about the Rock introduction?
I missed it actually. I was coming in the house from the store and shit, so I didn't see it.
I saw it. I mean, it's an introduction. I guess the in LA, he's got to do something kind of thing. Was it necessary? No. Was it cool? I think it was kind of cool for some of the players. I mean, I love my wrestling. Don't get me wrong and everything. The Rock, he the man, but it could have been better, even honestly, in my opinion, maybe.
True. I thought he was gonna hit me with the millions and millions. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought he was gonna hit the crowd. I also thought he was gonna hit me with the if you smell, but I thought he was gonna hit it with that, but it was unfortunate that he didn't. I get it. It was the Super Bowl, but I ain't gonna lie. I was looking forward to that. But I'm gonna just tell everybody out there, man. Also, we don't have all the wrestling facts. We don't have none of the wrestling facts, but y'all can catch our brothers on 613 Faye Productions. Y'all can go ahead and check out In the Four Corners of Wrestling podcast. Y'all check that out on the network, and y'all can get all the wrestling news and up to date on that podcast. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. So they about to be on season 3. So y'all go ahead and check that out on 613 Faye Productions as well. Willie, back to you said the halftime show, right?
Let's touch on it. We can touch on that real quick if y'all like.
I thought it was dope. I thought it was cool for the culture. I also thought that it was kind of like, to me, it was a good show, but I think it also was to kind of make us forget about all the bullshit and racism that's going on in the league right now. So I was bittersweet with it. I mean, of course, I enjoyed it. My son, he didn't know who Snoop was, but I also felt like You know, the
Better educate him, man. Come on, Jay.
Yeah, man. He thought when Snoop was doing the C-Walk, he thought he was getting ready to do the gritty. I said, no, man, he's not doing the gritty, man. He's about to C-Walk, bro. And he was like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to like I had to break it down for him, like, nah, you know, that ain't something that everybody can do. You know, that's for certain people. But I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was dope for the culture. I definitely don't agree with it being the best halftime show ever. I think people get real caught up and forget about shows in the past. I actually think Mike, Beyonce in 2013, Prince, shit, even Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake and Nelly, I thought was you know what I'm saying? I thought it was a little bit better than than this past halftime show. But I mean, it was dope. It was for the culture, so I enjoyed it. So I was cool with it.
Hey, you hit it right. You hit it bluntly right there, just like Snoop's hits it, you know. right on point there, my man. Hey, I love the halftime show. I grew up on them cats. So Snoop, Doggy Style was the first album I ever had. I had to give it to a friend because my parents found that joint. So they were like, you can't be listening to that no more. I had to pass on Doggy Style. But hey, I was out that joint, walking myself in the middle of the living room. I was just, hey, let's go.
Did you have a Dickies outfit on? Did you have the Dickies khaki outfit on?
Nah, I keep it casual, straight basketball shorts out there.
Oh man, that's just wild. Yeah, it was good though. It was cool.
Like you said, hey, my favorite halftime show all time, probably Michael Jackson, no doubt for me. But it was a good show. Like you said, everyone's hype everything the first time they see it. What's new? This is the best thing ever. Oh my God. But nobody think about the past really before they say things like that.
Yeah.
About you, Willie?
Quick little history. I don't know if maybe I'm just the one who knew, or maybe I just didn't realize it. But the halftime show, as we know it, all these performers and the spectacle and shit has only been going on since the 90s. Like you said, 92 or 93, I forget what it was Michael Jackson, and he kind of like took it over. But before that, 93. I think before that, you had a couple artists in the 90s when it started. But up until the 90s, it was just marching bands, school shows. It wasn't a halftime show as we know it now. I don't think it was the best halftime show. I thought it was short initially, and then when I started to go, I did, but you go look into it, it actually said they probably was a little bit longer than most. They say Justin did 14 minutes, Beyonce did 13 minutes. I think they did 15. I think
Mike
we just expected.
Mike did, I think, 12 or 13 too.
Mike stood there doing nothing for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah.
And the crowd went crazy.
Hey, I forgot about that.
I just watched it again today, and I was like, bro, like he literally like they like did he popped up here and there, and then he was on stage and he was just looking for 2 minutes. I said, what? Crazy. But you said this halftime show was longer?
It was longer. They did about 15 minutes. So I just guess just condensing everybody, all them stars. You was expected a lot more, but it was actually a little bit longer.
Was 50 supposed to be there, or was that like a last minute kind of thing?
That was a surprise to me. I love that surprise. I love 50 Cent too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They got 50 as a special guest. So Anderson .Paak on the drums too as a special guest and shit.
Yeah, that was dope. I'm glad you mentioned that because I peeped it. I said, damn, I ain't know boy was on the drums like that. He was rocking. He was definitely rocking.
Yeah, they say he's one of the best. You know what I'm saying, on the drums when it comes to actually producing music on live instruments and shit, and not using machines. But you know that's a different topic and shit.
I peeped everybody was supposed to get. Seemed like they had 2 songs, and I peeped that Eminem had 1. So I guess he gave his to 50. So
that may be it.
Let me ask y'all this question before we move off football. Aaron Donald, you think he's gonna retire? Aaron Donald mentioned that. Well, it was reports before the game started that if Aaron Donald won a ring, that it's a possibility that he may retire. So Aaron Donald, OBJ got hurt. Y'all think OBJ gonna let it go, or?
I don't think he go nowhere. I don't think he going nowhere. He's young. He's 30 years old. They still got a lot of game left. I just think they just on top of the world right now. You know, it's like, man, fuck this shit. I quit. You know what I'm saying? You had even McVay talking about retiring and shit. I don't think they going nowhere. They like, you know, we talked about in the pre-broadcast that we was doing. We talked about early success. I think that's just we're hearing a little bit of their early success. They're like, yeah, we done it already. You know what I'm saying? Fuck this shit. I just think they just having fun for real, for real. I don't think they going nowhere.
I think Aaron Donald going somewhere. I think he done.
What?
You think he retired?
I think he done. I think if he not done, he come back for 1 year. Man, when people start talking about retirement, that means it's on their mind. It's been on their mind for a minute.
That man is 30 years old, like Willie said. If he retired, that's probably worse than McVay retiring. McVay is the youngest coach to ever win a Super Bowl, and there was talks to him retiring after this. What? You the youngest mug ever, and you gonna retire the youngest? That's crazy.
Well, I don't know. I mean, McVay, like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that was just, you know, a goal that he wanted to check off on. But I do believe Aaron Donald, I mean, he don't have nothing else. He has nothing else to really accomplish. I just think if he doesn't retire, he comes back within a year or so and try to run it back. And then if they don't get it after he runs it back, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, then he'll leave like Brady did, right? Like, but I don't think OBJ should retire, even though he tore his ACL in the same left knee. I don't think he should retire. I think he should try to come back. You know what I'm saying? We've seen stars, players in different sports come back. I mean, Cam Akers came back in 6 months on his own team. So I don't think OBJ should retire. So, but I just was throwing that out there. I know they was talking about doing, you know, Aaron Donald could possibly retire. So just throwing it out there, see what y'all thought about that.
Yeah, I don't think they go nowhere, man. You got the lineman Whitworth, he's 40. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes somewhere. Eric Whittle, 37. You know, the older players, I wouldn't be surprised if they go somewhere. But everybody else, OBJ, I didn't know. I'm glad you pointed out that he tore his ACL again.
Yeah.
But
well, they suspect it. They suspect it. It's not been official, but they suspect that it's possibly a torn ACL. A lot of players are talking about trying to get turf banned because a lot of players tear their ACL on turf. OBJ tore his ACL last year on turf against the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? So they're definitely talking about getting the turf out. But I definitely see Aaron gone, man. He got 3 Defensive Players of the Year, 2010 All-Decade Team, 7 First Team All-Pros, 8-time Pro Bowler, Rookie of the Year in 2014. What else he got to prove, man? That's it. That's just me.
Get another ring.
If he go, I would say, I mean, he still got a lot to prove. He just got the ring. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go for at least go for the defense. You gotta go to defend your ring. I mean, you can go out a champion too, I guess. But 30 years old, man, that's like I'm not mad at him if you do retire. You know, preserve your body, live your life. You know, made your money, like you say, you know, made your mark in the game. I think it's young. I think you got a lot to still. I think it's young. You got a lot to still offer. You never know what you can do. I hope not. You gonna stay on football? We got something to go with, G. I'm sorry.
Now you could. Well, I get if Aaron Donald's done, he's the first ballot Hall of Fame for y'all.
Yeah.
No
doubt.
I concur. I concur for that for sure.
What about Matt Stafford? Because there was big talk about that.
I wanted to bring that up too because Willie was throwing some quarterback names out last episode. I didn't agree with them. And Matt Stafford, he's definitely not a Hall of Famer right now. There's still time for him to become one. But right now, Matt Stafford, he's got 1 Pro Bowl or something like that. He's got 1 Super Bowl. That's everybody loves a Super Bowl, I guess. But he's going to be in the Hall of Fame for being the quarterback to throw to Calvin Johnson for all those yards and the quarterback to throw to Cooper Kupp for this season. But that's where he falls short after that. I feel like right now. He's still got time.
He's gonna get in the Hall of Fame because he had that game-winning drive and he threw that no-look pass to Cooper Kupp.
That was fucking sexy.
Which was dope. But let me tell y'all this: Matt Stafford's done that before. He's been known for throwing no-look passes. It was just that he was with Detroit, so nobody peeped it unless it was on primetime TV. So it wasn't surprising. I was like, damn, hey, that's what he does.
That was a clutch fucking moment too, right there.
Yeah, because he had a defender right there.
Pass.
Yeah, that shit was dope. To do it in the Super Bowl on a game-winning drive, testicular fortitude right there. Big nuts.
You're gonna stay on the quarterback real quick. What y'all feel about Kyler Murray in Arizona? Is there smoke? Is there fire? Or is he just young, emotional, not quite understanding how the business works or not liking how the business works?
Man, I think Kyler Murray, I think he was just frustrated. It's Arizona, right? Arizona don't really have no real good record of anything that I know of as far as football. They had the black coach, Steve Wilkes. They let him go in 1 year, brought in Kingsbury, and they brought Kyler Murray because he coached them. I think Kyler Murray was frustrated with the way that things went in the playoffs. I think he was frustrated with his contract or trying to get a new contract from what I read. And whatever was going on behind closed doors, he got frustrated. He deleted all his Instagram pictures except for two, with him wearing a Pro Bowl jersey and I believe a Heisman Trophy jersey. So if the players said that he was self-centered and immature and all that kind of stuff, like what the management said, then I would kind of be like, look into it. But for the management to say that he was that kind of way, I think Kyler Murray should move on. I mean, they told you their true feelings about you. I think, bro, like, roll out, man. Like, it's like when somebody get drunk, right? Somebody get drunk, they tell you their real feelings. Mm-hmm. The management, they got caught in their feelings and they told him how he felt. So I think he should roll out.
Speaking about getting tipsy here. Oh, my bad.
Now go ahead. I'm just saying he got a year left on his contract. Like, how did that work?
Leave. You know where he can come.
Hey. Like you said, speaking about getting tipsy here, true emotions come out, true feelings. Hey, I love the guy Kyler Murray. He's a beast on the field or whatever. Like you said, management, Chris Mortensen, ESPN reported that he said self-centered, immature, finger pointer. When I hear finger point, I feel like a little kid. This is talking about little kids. He's the one that did it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Like for a quarterback. Exactly. That's my position. I play quarterback on a lot of teams I play on. Flag football, co-ed, no professional out here, whatever. But,
he dropping dimes though.
Hey, we get it done. We win championships out here, Team name, my couch pulls out, but I don't. There we go. So, hey, I could totally understand where Kyler's coming from a little bit. He was frustrated. He's embarrassed of that loss he had. It was 34-11 to the Rams. They started the season 7-0, undefeated. Like, they have expectations. They're winning the Super Bowl. They're going to be in the Super Bowl this year. And he felt he's the scapegoat. There's drama out there, but he came out and said, he's like, look, I'm not about this nonsense, not about this drama. When you're the quarterback, no matter how your team plays, you're the one that getting paid all that money. You accept the loss. I feel like whether you play your ass off, whether you don't play a good game, it's going to come down your fault. You take responsibility for it. You move on and let the team know, like, hey, I got y'all next week kind of thing. And hopefully he mans up and realizes that. I know Coach Cliff talking about he wants some vets to get to him, talk to him like, look, we here for you, because Cliff Kingsbury like, look, I ain't gonna just go find another Kyler Murray. Like, we need this guy. My offense is built completely around this man, and we're not going nowhere without him. So Arizona needs to get their act together and make the boy happy, make him happy.
Come on, Kyler. You know when you come, baby. Come on, Kyler.
There was a report that he demanded that they trade for CD Lamb from the Cowboys. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we just give you Dak and we take you, Kyler? Shit.
man. Well, hey, he from Texas. He from Dallas, but I don't think he grew up liking Dallas though. So come on, man. Come to the six. Come on, man. Come on, Kyler. What you think, Willie?
Yeah, I just think he was. I just think he was in his feelings. I do think Arizona. I think that he is their man. Like I say, he got 1 year left on his contract. I say play this year out. See how it goes. Don't make decisions in the haste. Just let this shit blow over and see what it do.
Yeah, like you said, he's still on his rookie contract. He ain't getting paid the big money right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they can't give him an extension, I heard, though, this year, starting the off season. They can offer him an extension if they wanted to. So let's see if they do that.
They gonna tag him, bro. I mean, if they smart, they give him the extension. I mean, but I think they're gonna try to tag. I don't know, man. I think he came back out and he apologized, or he kind of apologized for his comments and things like that, or just even having it spark. So, I don't know if that's enough to kind of just sweep it under the rug and move on, let bygones be bygones, but we're gonna see. But I also heard they might be getting some jersey updates. So we're gonna see how that works. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll be posting pictures in the new jersey. So we're gonna see. Well, in the same Cardinals, but the new jerseys for the Cardinals.
You said that's the reason why they say he deleted his post off of social media and Cardinals gear, because they would get new jerseys, huh? They said the Cardinals thing. Yeah, they said the franchise did the same thing. I don't know, but that's what I heard as well. I want to jump over to the NBA All-Star game this weekend, but before we go there, I just want to touch because I don't know what happened, but I would like to know what happened with the Mattress Mac and that $4.5 million he put on the Bengals. Did he win with the spread, or how he make out? Anybody know?
The Bengals lost. I don't know was it straight up, or was it a spread? What was it?
I'm not sure if I'm hoping if you putting that much money down, you betting the spread. I feel like that's common sense. I hope so, because he ended up putting another $5 million bet on top of that 4.5, was $9 million to win like something like 16, 17 million. So I got a feeling that man came out on top, because we would have heard something if he didn't, almost, really.
Yeah, that's
whoa,
man. Oh, say so.
Kind of money.
I'm reading reports that he lost that bet. He lost nearly 10 million on Super Bowl bets.
Okay.
According to Yahoo Finance.
Must be nice, all I can say. To be able to put that type of money down. I would hope if you put that type of money down, you got it to lose, right? I mean, who the hell got $9 million to lose?
He better be single.
Hey man, you ain't lying. That's a lot of money. But he probably got some little side joints, some little young things sitting around him. If he got 10 million to lose, he got something around him, bro. Like something young that he probably ain't really hitting right. You know what I'm saying? Something just to have, a showpiece. So, but I did hear that it was about 70 million that was betted like all together in the Super Bowl bets. So like they say that was up from last year. They said the Super Bowl ratings were up from last year, I believe at 112.3 viewers this year from last year as well. So those were some interesting numbers as well. So
definitely a good Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Mattress Mac, 10 million lost.
Yeah, apparently he got it. He probably gonna ball out with the All Stars this weekend, the NBA All Stars and shit. Yeah, so we're gonna go to the NBA, and I want to touch on LeBron. We got his 18th All-Star start, most starts by any player, second most selection. He tied with Kobe Bryant for the second most selection, only behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 19 selections. Just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on all-time point scores in regular season and postseason. But All-Star Weekend, what it do? Who y'all got? What y'all like? I mean, I got the breakdown.
G, you want to go on? You want to go first, G?
Sure. Hey, there's a couple first year guys that definitely deserve it. Like LaMelo out there, he's putting up work this year. He's almost a walking triple double pretty much. He's doing everything for that team and down to Charlotte. Got Fred VanVleet from Toronto. I love that dude in college. He was awesome, all NCAA tournament. So he definitely deserved it up in Toronto. Deontay Murray from San Antonio, another first year guy. He's another walking triple double almost. He's putting the Spurs on his back. Everything he's doing down there is he's averaging 29 and 8 pretty much. That's for a young cat like that, not named Russell Westbrook. That's serious. That's serious stuff right there.
Baller.
Another first time. I don't agree with this one as much. Andrew Wiggins. Hey y'all, we talked about him last week. I won't talk about him much anymore, but he's a first timer. And another first timer that why it take this late? Ja is serious. Moret, if you don't
not Ja Rule.
Walking highlight. Hey, Ja Rule was hits back in the day too, so but
but Ja Morant gets busy, baby.
Ooh, Benny beat you.
I like that. Yeah, I think I'm happy really to see Ja Morant. I'm happy to see LaMelo. Again, on my Facebook page, I was really advocating for LaMelo to get in. I thought he should have got in like on the first vote outside of being an injured reserve, but I'm happy he made it. I'm happy all of these guys made it, man. I think they're all balling. I know you don't really like the Andrew Wiggins part, but I mean, I think he's there, and I think he deserved it. So I'm looking forward to all of these guys, man. Darius Garland, I think it was great. Him and Jared Allen, because they're gonna be, it's in Cleveland. LeBron comes back to Cleveland, so it's gonna be dope. So I think those guys. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Darius Garland. I don't know if I don't want to say he's gonna win the MVP of the All-Star game, but I wouldn't be surprised.
No way.
But I said it for the fact of the fans. I actually think Ja Morant. I'm going with Ja Morant as my MVP of the All-Star game. But don't be surprised, man. Darius Garland, man, he gets buckets, bro. He gets buckets really quick. So I'm for the All-Star. I'm predicting Ja Morant or Darius Garland MVP. That's my pick.
Got an MVP.
It's dope that LeBron is starting in his 18th All-Star game. So I think he'll be able to break that record. I think he'll be around for another 2 years. So that's dope.
Yeah, MVP for me probably. I'm gonna have to go. I read a book today about the boy who never gave up, Steph Curry. He got a little children's book out there. I'm gonna go with my man Steph Curry. He can light it up, and he's built for all-star games like this. He can just have fun out there. As long as he ain't shooting no 80-foot shots on the regular, coming out, not having too much fun, but dropping buckets.
You think they're gonna let Steph? I mean, I don't want to say let, but you think he's gonna play that many minutes? That's the only thing about the older guys that I worry about is that they probably not gonna get as many minutes, because they're older. So I just figured somebody young gonna come in there and just wild out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they play hard defense in the All-Star game. He should be safe out there. He should be safe. It's like the MTV Rock and Jock almost without those 100-point
throwback. Well, Dwayne Wade did get his tooth knocked out one year, so we're gonna see though. But that's not a bad pick. Definitely not a bad pick at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay with my pick from last week. Go with LaMelo or Ja, but I really think LaMelo. I think LaMelo gonna come out there and put on a show. That's what he do. I think he's gonna shine in that light. I hope for a good game though. I hope for a competitive game. I don't really like when they just out here just letting everybody do whatever they want to do. Maybe in the beginning, but, come out second half, really start to play.
Fourth quarter. It's gonna be a fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? You know, last year's game. Now I'm gonna ask y'all this because they changed a lot of formats for like some of the other games and stuff. And I know, was it last year or the year before? Well, the year that Kobe passed away, they changed the format. You know what I'm saying? Where it made the game a little bit more competitive. I think it was like the first team up to like 120 won the game, and you got a lot more competitive
at the end.
At the end, but it was competitive. Even kind of like, well, the first half wasn't, but it was more competitive in the second half.
So, the defense started to be like, hey, don't let him do a 360 dunk right now.
yeah. So I mean, I just say, maybe it does get like that, towards the midway in the third into the fourth. But I don't know if y'all also heard too, they're supposed to be having the new, I think it's the MVP, the Kobe Award, that they're gonna be giving out for the first year as well. So
I was hoping they came out with that. That's definitely dope.
Yeah.
Hey, Mamba out there. Praise.
Yeah. So,
but they say for the format, the target score is typically starting the fourth quarter. The target score is typically determined by adding a fixed number to the leading team totals after 3 quarters of action. Whichever team hits that score first wins the game, regardless of how long it takes. So at the start of the fourth quarter, they're gonna put a set number on top of whoever's leading, and they're gonna play up to that number. That's how the format for the NBA All-Star game is played out. And that's how they're gonna do that one.
Speaking about, so the MVPs are those. This goes along with the next week's betting for the host right here. So, who's your final pick for MVP? You get one. You don't get two.
I'm going with Melo.
Melo, okay.
I'm going with Melo.
Jay,
Ja Morant, baby.
I'll go with Steph. All right, let's keep him.
Ja Morant, my MVP. But if Darius Garland gets it, y'all heard it first that I predicted it. I just go with it. I'm gonna
put a note right here. I'm gonna put a note on my paper right here.
If the Bengals didn't beat my Tennessee Titans, we could have been in the Super Bowl.
Ryan Tannehill, man, why you do that, G? That ain't right, man.
So we got a celebrity game gonna kick off All-Star Weekend Friday night. I'm not too sure what time that starts or who's actually playing. I know they got one of them Migos in there though. I know he in there. I haven't watched a celebrity game in a while. Y'all catch the celebrity games or y'all catch Friday night action?
I used to, but not as much anymore. It's about the 3-point and dunk contest. What I like most, pretty much. Those aren't until Saturday. The Friday stuff is just like, if I'm sitting on my couch, I'll throw it on there. See what's cracking.
I do know they said Myles Garrett. I know he's supposed to be playing. So, and Quavo's playing. Yeah. So I'm sure Quavo's playing. I'm pretty sure Cleveland Browns are probably scared as shit that he's gonna be out there playing. Because I mean, even though it's not serious, but it's still basketball. But I don't normally watch it like G. If it's something on, I'll tune in. But if not, I probably won't watch it. I'll wait for social media to give me the highlights.
If Myles Garrett playing, he better throw it down.
Okay.
He better not get hurt. Whatever you do.
Just to go through the lineup on Friday night, I said we have the Clorox Rising Star game. They changed the format of that as well. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 teams coached by Isaiah Thomas, Team Barry, Team Isaiah, Team Peyton, and Team Worthy. They're gonna do like a mini tournament, and the winner of those teams going to play. They're gonna have 3 games, and the winner of the it's like a tournament format basically, and how they switched it up. You got 12 rookies, 12 sophomores, and Team Barry.
Get it right.
Yeah, we got 12 rookies, 12 sophomores, and 28 players. Four members of the G League. We're gonna run. You want to run down the list of the teams real quick. You got Cade Cunningham on Team Barry. This Team Barry, Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck these people name up.
I did. Hey, I fucked them up last week.
Like I'm kind of interested in this game a little bit. You know, this is something entertaining for Friday. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, this is actually another part of the bet. I don't know if you know, but y'all got to pick one of these teams. Who's gonna be? You think?
Oh, I already picked.
You already picked.
Yeah, I got Team Isaiah winning.
Okay, Team Isaiah for Jay. Okay. What you thinking, Willie? I'll let you marinate on. I'll hop in there real quick. You know, I'm going Team Barry. Once you said Cade Cunningham and got the Evan Mobley, that kind of sold me right there. That kind of sold me. I like Franz Wagner also. He's having a big season, so I'm going with Team Barry, and it rhymes. I don't rhyme with nothing.
Hey, just FYI too, they say LaMelo Ball is not gonna play because he's selected to the NBA.
He's not gonna play in. Okay, so he is listed here on Team Peyton.
Yeah.
So that changed my shit up a little bit too, because I was gonna rock with another. So I'm gonna go odd, and I'm gonna go.
You can hop in the bandwagon here, Team Barry. You know.
Yeah, I go Team Worthy.
Okay.
I think that's what Team Isaiah gonna be.
Yeah, you're right. So Isaiah Worthy playing. So one of y'all going down, and I still got a chance at it off the break then. Okay, I like my odds already. There.
Yeah.
And then we have yeah, you go ahead.
Nah, I was just going I was looking at Team Barry. They got Jashawn Tate, Franz Wagner. Team Isaiah has I'm like Willie, I'm gonna fuck a few of these names up. Precious Achua from Toronto, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaden Harden, and Isaiah Stewart from Detroit. And Team Worthy has Cole Anthony, Marjan Beauchamp, Josh Giddey, he been getting busy, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey, and Jalen Suggs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, we're gonna see.
So Saturday night All-Star Weekend. We have Skills Challenge. Any interest in the Skills Challenge, or just fun to watch?
Fun to watch.
I feel you. Ain't nothing really going on there. But it's fun to watch. We'll get you warmed up for the real show on Saturday night. We got the 3-point contest.
Oh, also during the Rising Stars game, they got a shooting competition. I don't know if y'all know that they got a shooting competition that takes place between the second and third round, or between the second and third game. So it's like a Clorox shooting challenge, and it's like a few teams that
I'm not gonna lie, I got lost in reading all this new format, new format that. It's like, hey, they're trying to do little too much. It feels like, hey, if it's entertaining, it's entertaining. I'll watch it if I'm around. But
I don't know what the structure of it is, but I just know that it's like 2 players on a team, and I guess they shoot from certain areas on the court. Don't give me the line. I just thought about it. I had it in my little notes. So
yeah, I had it too. I think they've done that before. I can't find it right now in my but they've done it before.
You're right. They did.
I thought it was the WNBA players though.
Yeah, bingo. Nah. You're right. They did do. They had that competition back in the day. Not back in the day, but you're definitely right about that, Willie. It used to be NBA, WNBA tag team kind of thing.
Yeah. I could be mistaken, but I didn't see no ladies' names in that. I just seen the fellas, so I don't know if they fade them out or whatever, but that'd be not a good look in my opinion. I think they need to always incorporate the WNBA in that thing.
Yeah,
But
NBA wants all the profits.
as if they don't get enough.
yeah,
Greedy mother.
yeah, that's their sister league, right?
Yeah, man, but they hoop though, man. Them sisters got shots too, better than
Yeah,
a lot of
nah,
these
man.
other dudes, man. Like we were saying on the last show, definitely should incorporate the sisters, man. Definitely. But I'm sorry, I interrupted y'all about the skills challenge.
Now we got. Like I said, I don't have it right now. We just got to figure out. We know that there's another competition that's going on between the second and third game of the rookie sophomore challenge. We don't know what it's called, but there is a second. There's a competition going on there as well.
Yeah, it's some shooting taking place.
There's some shooting taking place. Some skill shots, set shots, first to make them type situations.
True.
3-point contest. That's probably the highlight of most people weekend nowadays is 3-point contest. For me, I thought we got CJ McCollum, we got Trae Young, we got Luke Kennard, Patty Mills, and I feel like I'm missing somebody on my paper. Am I missing anybody?
Yeah, you got Desmond Bain from Memphis. You got Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
He's in it. And I think that's about it. And maybe somebody else. Hold on. I got you, man. I got you. Luke Kennard. And I think that's about it. Yeah, Cat.
So who y'all going with? Because this part of the hosting bets right here for next week. You know,
I got Desmond Bain. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Desmond Bain, Luke Kennard, Zach LaVine, CJ McCollum, Patty Mills, Karl Anthony Towns, Fred VanVleet, and Trae Young.
So for this, I say y'all could pick two names for this one because there's a lot of cats in this one. You know, what y'all thinking?
I'm gonna go Desmond Bain. And I'm gonna go Patty Mills. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go Desmond Bain, and Trae Young.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Fred VanVleet and Trae Young. No, give me Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine instead of Trae.
All right, I'm going March Madness legend CJ. And I'm gonna have to go. Oh, I don't like agreeing with Jay, you know, but I'm have to go Trae Young too.
I'm sorry, it's gonna be a Memphis weekend. Desmond Bain gonna get the 3-point contest. Ja Morant gonna get MVP. That's what I'm telling y'all.
We will see about that.
Y'all heard it first. Yeah, I wish Steph would have been back in it because he put on a show last year, man. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they do what they got to do. Hopefully they can, keep it going. The 3-point contest is normally been better than the dunk contest in most years. So hopefully they can keep that going.
That used to be the crown jewel of this thing, man.
I know.
The dunk contest.
Oh.
Y'all want to start with your predictions, or you want to jump into
the dunk contest? Can we start there?
Let's start there.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I know some of these guys' names, but I'm gonna be honest. I Juan Toscano Anderson. I gotta look that guy up a little bit. The other guys I knew because I play fantasy basketball. Those guys are somewhat on fantasy rosters, but nobody else is being rostered out there. Like these guys, they're not your superstars. I'll tell you that much.
And that's what happened to the dunk contest. When we asked what happened to the dunk contest, that's what happened. The superstars don't participate no more.
And it's a goddamn shame.
I agree with you.
Like I'm picking a winner. I'm throwing a dart out here. I'm throwing a complete dart out here. Like give me Jalen Green. That's I'm going with Jalen Green. Big time rookie, but do I feel confident? Hell no.
Is there a bet in? Is there a bet in that too?
Yeah, this is part of the hosting bet.
All right.
Hey, we got a 1 in 4 chance. We got a 25% chance hitting this.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take a look.
We got Cole Anthony, Obi Toppin, Jalen Green, and then Juan Toscano Anderson.
All right. So I hate to agree with you too, G, but I'm gonna go with Jalen Green. Cole Anthony, I don't know. I haven't really seen him as a dunker at all this year. Maybe just because I don't watch a lot of Orlando games. That could be it. Him and Cole Anthony and Jalen Green are about 6'3" and 6'4". To Obi Toppin is a little bit taller. Big men have won a slam dunk contest, and I mean he's famous for throwing the ball between his legs and doing that dunk. So I'm pretty sure we'll see that at some point. So and Juan Toscano, I just don't see him as a dunker, but he's in it. So I'm gonna go with Jalen Green. That's what I'm going with.
What you thinking, Willie?
Juan Toscano Anderson.
Is that just a shot in the dark, or do you know
what
something?
team does he play for?
I don't know him.
He played for Golden State.
I haven't seen him. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't seen him. Like I said, I like Jalen. I like Obi. Cole Anthony. He probably be the one who surprised us. He probably the little man that's gonna. I mean, if he in there, I suggest he probably got something up his sleeve. But yeah, I'm shooting in the dark. I don't know who he is, so I'm gonna go with Juan. let me put him on my radar and shit. Let me get to know him.
He a good hustle player. Like, he played for Golden State. He a good hustle player. You know what I'm saying? I rarely see him like as a dunker. I mean, he may catch it. Now, if Gary Payton II was in it, like, I see him as a dunker. He gets up. But Juan Toscano, I gotta watch. I mean, that's a reason for me to watch right there. I'm not gonna say he can't dunk because
Hey, Obi, I know Obi throws it down. Don't get me wrong. Obi Toppin, he can throw it down. He can do a lot of things. The only reason I don't go for him is he got so much height. So, you know, those people with height, it's hard to showcase your flash and dunking abilities when you got that much height. The only person that did that in a dunk contest is Dwight Howard, pretty much, you know?
Yeah.
Superman.
And I mean, as long as he don't hit me with the between the legs dunk, I mean, Obi, I just pray you give me something different, bro. Because we didn't see that in Dayton. We didn't seen it in New York. Like, bro, just don't give me that, man. Please.
Hey, speaking on these dunk contests, we all agree the dunk contest is going downhill like a motherfucker out here, for real. It's bad. What I guess. When y'all look back, what's y'all's favorite dunk contests? What's your most memorable dunk contests? This is a prize. I know this wasn't on our little promo out here, so we catching off the blue a little bit. But
I knew it was coming up. I knew it was coming up though.
Hey,
see, I'm gonna let y'all go first.
All right.
Okay. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. I go first. I let y'all gather your thoughts out here, whatever, you know. But I mean, I guess it's kind of basic for me. Dunk contest has only been around it's been like 20, 30, about 30, 40, almost 40. It wasn't a normal thing until the 80s, really. They had it one time in the 76. Julius Erving, I think, took that down. But my favorite dunk contest, because I did go back in the highlights recently to watch it, was probably the 19 obviously, the best dunk contests before I get started. Vince Carter. Let's give praise to that man, Vince Sanity.
I'm gonna argue you on that because I got one better than that.
But mine was that when I watched it, just all around dunk contest, just because of what it was and what it was about. 1988 joint. Jordan ended up winning this one, but he had Dominique in there. Human highlight reel. He was already a dunk champion beforehand, a couple years beforehand. They had another dunk champion. Shout out to the short man, Spud Webb. Hey, that was another great champion right there. Then he had Clyde the Glide, some other names, Jerome Kersey, Otis Smith, Greg Anderson. But those, you know, those are all-star guys we're talking about in the dunk contest, and it makes everything so much better. And the show Dominique and Jordan put on, some of it was repetitive. They've obviously done these dunks before in other dunk contests. Like Jordan went twice from the free throw line.
That was the one in Chicago, right?
Yeah, he won it from the free throw line.
He should have lost that one.
It was close.
He should have lost that one. He should have lost, but he won because he was in Chicago.
Hey, you going from the free throw line twice? That's flying. He's flying.
But we seen it though, man. We seen it though. But I'm not taking away from the dunk. I just feel like, and I had that on my list too. I did. I had the 87 and 88 one. So I agree with you on that one. But I do think Dominique should have won that one in Chicago. Go ahead. You got more to your list, or?
Oh no. I was talking about my one there. That's my one. I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right, I jump out there. There's a couple I was gonna look it up, but it's gonna jump out there. I do have the 86 through 88. I got 86, 87 through 88. I think that whole time frame really set the mood for what the dunk contest was. So I got that on my list. Speaking of big man, we talked about big man not always getting the credit. 2009 with Nate won that one, but I liked that Superman. That was the Superman one with Dwight Howard. Was a good one. I think he did a lot with that ball because he had his height. He ain't really get the recognition. 2011 with JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying? Oh, goofy ass JaVale back then. I thought he did.
Shaqtin' the fool.
Yeah, he was on Shaq all the time, man. But he did good too. You know what I'm saying? Like dunking with two rims. Like he put up some good things too. But like I said, that height kind of diminished the effect for a lot of people. But man, I get stuck. But them Levine and Zach Levine and what's Gordon?
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah. I mean
2016.
That was one that brought the dunk contest back into the light. I feel like they brought it back and like, look, we can throw that shit down. We can do some crazy dunks out here.
I think they show athleticism. It's Gilbert Arenas talk about prototype 1 and 2. They just showed athleticism. You know, for these new prototype guys is different. It's different. Like I said, Mike was gliding, he was flying. You know, Dominique had power, but what these young kids can do when they actually come to show up, when they come to play, man, they can do something. So I hope this 4 that we got this year, you know, I hope they got something for us too. But those my standout ones.
I agree with both of y'all. I got 87 through 88. I think we all agreed on that. I remember the event, of course, 2000, Vince and Steve. Shout out Steve Francis. You know what I'm saying? From Maple. You know what I'm saying? Vince, Steve, and T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? They all put on a show. I remember being surprised because I didn't have cable back then, and I came in a house and we actually had cable, so I was able to actually watch it live. I didn't have to go to a friend's house, so that definitely was a memory for me. Even the 2020 dunk contest, I know we talk about it's been bad, but I think the 2020 dunk contest between Derek Jones and Aaron Gordon was dope, and I think that's the one where D Wade. Everybody believe he gave it to Derek Jones because they were both playing in Miami. But that was a really good dunk contest. They went back to back like multiple times with just 50s. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was a dope one. And G, I know you said the 2000s. I know Vince, of course, his dunks were the best
by far.
I think. But his dunks were the best. But 2016 Aaron Gordon and Zach Levine to me was the best dunk contest I've ever seen. Buddy, when Aaron Gordon got the ball off the mascot between his legs and dunked it, bro, that's got to be one of the greatest dunks I've ever seen, ever. I mean, it's got to be up there with that with Vince Carter's dunk when he did the "It's Over." So to me, the 2016 beats the 2000 just because the amount of 50s that went back and forth with that. But definitely Vince and Steve and T-Mac, they definitely did their thing. That was my favorite one up until that point.
Yeah, I agree with that 2016. That was some good showmanship out there, no doubt. And I say one of the things I think that's ruined this dunk contest is these judges. Everybody's quick to give out 10s and 50s and all that stuff. So I mean, we're not getting that same type of score. Back in the day, those guys, Jordan and Wilkins, they were getting 40 somethings for some of these dunks. Like it was the 50s wasn't on the regular out there. Like now, everybody's just like, damn. And it also, like we said, you know, Vince, he ruined the dunk contest. He ruined the dunk contest because he owned it so bad. It's like, look, if you're not dunking like him, you ain't dunking nobody. You're not. It's a dunk contest. Everybody compares himself to that man out there, and every dunk's being compared to whatever he's doing. I feel like so. It's tough for these cats doing this dunk contest, no doubt about it. But you got to step your game up. You heard it. Step your game up, dunkers.
I mean, Jason Richardson came, I think it was in 2005.
Yeah, like two years.
He had a mean dunk off the baseline too. That was real nice. I think he won that year too. I think the problem with the dunk contest is a lot of these cats don't make the dunks on the first try. Like,
yes,
you can't dunk. What was it? It was the dunk contest with Nate Robinson,
Birdman,
and Dwight Howard. And I mean, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So to me, man, just come out there, try to hit your dunks on the first go round, and I'm good. That's where I'm at with it.
I feel you on that.
Just make the first dunk, man.
Make the motherfucking dunk. You practice this shit, right? Man,
I don't think they practice it. They may not practice it. That may be the problem too. I hope they're not coming out there on the fly, but I hear they come out there on the fly. But I hope they put some preparation into this shit.
We practice though. We practice, right, guys?
We put some preparation into this shit.
Talking about practice, baby. The only person I know that said that didn't practice his dunk was Vince Carter. He was like, man, I just came up with this on a whim. And he admitted it. So, and his shit clicked. So, you ain't Vince.
Yeah, but I said, hey, Vince. It's only one Vince. Only one Vince insanity, right?
Half man, half amazing.
Yeah. So. All right. All-Star game. That's the actual All-Star game. I think we touched on it a little bit. Team LeBron, but Team Durant. Who y'all got coming out on top?
I'm looking at these rosters, and this is part of the last part of the bet here, y'all. Last part of the bet for the hosting next week. I'm going Team LeBron. I just think Giannis. We got Steph, LeBron, Joker. I feel like Giannis, Steph, LeBron, they're not going to let themselves lose, I feel like, those guys. The other team got a lot of young guns and everything, but I just feel like those guys, they ain't losing, so I'm going Team LeBron, and I don't even like LeBron that like that.
Hey, man, everybody's been subbed out.
Don't agree with me.
Of course not. Let me see. Giannis, you know Giannis gonna try to win by any means necessary. I'm going with man.
And I think Harden might try to put up 30 on KD's team just spite, you know.
They already said he ain't playing. He ain't playing. I'm going Team Durant, man. I'm going Team Durant. Jae and LaMelo gonna get busy.
That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
Ja and LaMelo with Trigger Trey. Yeah, they're gonna get busy. And Zach LaVine, Devin Booker, they're gonna get buckets.
I'm with you with that. I'm Team Durant. We'll get them young kids come out there and run them old heads out the gym. Like they should. That's what should happen. Come out there and run them out the motherfucking gym. But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I like the All-Star game. That's what I said. I like the All-Star game. I wish they just come with it, man. I really think when you put all these stars together, it should be a good ass game.
Better than the Pro Bowl.
Better than the Pro Bowl for sure. Got to be better
Better
than
than
the
the
Pro
Pro
Bowl.
Bowl.
100% agree with that.
And we can watch the goddamn celebrities if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
So we got Team Durant, Team LeBron. We're gonna close out the NBA. I'm gonna jump in real quickly because I haven't really been following it, but I do want to make mention to college basketball. Some college basketball and shit. You know, cut on the TV Saturday morning, and you're gonna be able to watch basketball, college basketball all day long. So we most definitely in time for college basketball.
March Madness on the way, baby.
Yo, it's the
March
most
Madness,
wonderful time of the year, March Madness. That is one of the most magical things in sports. I feel like March Madness, where stories get written, Cinderella stories. It's just that's one of the best things about sports. I feel like March Madness for me, I fucking love it. From Steph Curry going crazy, Wally Zerbiak going nuts. Those guys, small colleges guys. I love Cinderella stories all day.
Yep. Till they mess up my bracket.
Yo,
till my bracket gets completely destroyed after 2 days. I'm like, damn, who the hell is this team from nowhere? You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, speaking of March Madness, though, you know, Man Cave Sports Podcast. Check us out, Facebook group. We're gonna put a contest together, March Madness, Man Cave style. Winner's gonna get something. We ain't saying what yet. It's gonna be a surprise, but you gotta click on the link in the Sports Podcast Facebook group, and we're gonna give you more details as the show continues the next few weeks because March Madness ain't start yet.
It's gonna be great, man. Y'all got any teams? Hey, definitely check that out. Go, hop on that Facebook group page, man. Click like, you know what I'm saying? Check us out. But y'all got any picks, man? Y'all got anybody to keep an eye on? Any teams, players, anybody to watch out for?
I mean, obviously the easy ones are the top picks. You know, Gonzaga's number one again for the third time this year. So they're easy to pick for. There used to be a Cinderella story, mid-major guys, but they've always been top lately. Somebody down the rankings, I like Texas Tech. I'm a way too early Texas Tech prediction, and it'll change in 3 weeks before the tournament starts.
I don't really know. This goes run down top 10 in the nation right now for men and women college basketball D1. You got like G said, you got Gonzaga at number 1, Arizona at number 2, Auburn at number 3, Kansas at 4, Duke at 5. Duke always in the mix, seemed like 6 at Kentucky, 7 with Purdue, 8 your early prediction with Texas Tech, 9 Wisconsin, 10 Baylor. On the women's side, we have South Carolina. I like South Carolina. We have Stafford. We have Louisville at Stanford at number 2, Louisville at number 3, North Carolina State at number 4, Indiana at 5, Ohio State at 6, Baylor at 7, Arizona at 8, Michigan at 9, UConn at 10. The Lady Terps are not in it. They like 13 right now. I always look forward to the Lady Terps, Maryland Terp ladies. But right now they're a little bit out of the mix. Well, not really, but they are number 13 right now. I don't really have no picks. It's always a lot for me to digest. That's one thing about this college game, man. So many teams. It's hard to keep up with. But once it started to get down to the March Madness, start paying a little bit more attention. That's the top right now. What's going on?
I'm gonna go with the women. I'm gonna go with South Carolina. I'm gonna go with Aaliyah Boston. I think them ladies, they coached well. I think they're gonna bring it back home. They just smacked Auburn like something crazy tonight, like 78 to like 35 or some shit. They smacked them. But that's what I'm going for on the women's side. Of course, last week I told y'all about Caitlin Clark, so be on the lookout for her. Look out for Nas Hillman from Michigan. So check those ladies out. For the men's, I don't really know. I haven't seen a bunch of the teams, but I like Wyoming, right?
Okay.
Wyoming has, check these names out. You got Graham Ike. He's a forward, averages 20 points a game. 9 rebounds. You got Hunter Melodando, 19.2 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.3 assists and 6.2 rebounds. Like G said, it's easy to go with the teams that you heard of, the popular teams. So I'm gonna go. I like Wyoming. I like Rutgers right now too. They just knocked off Illinois. They've beat 4 top ranked teams recently, so I like them. That'll probably change some of the G's pick. I like a team on the bubble and somebody you guys might want to keep an eye on. Missouri State, a gentleman by the name of Isaiah Mosley he's dropped 20 points a game, 5.9 rebounds. He's scored now 30 point games. He just dropped 40 on Loyola. So keeping your ear out for Isaiah Mosley and a guy from Oral Roberts named Max Abmas. I don't know if y'all remember him from last year, but he got busy. So keep an eye out for those guys. Their teams are on the bubble, so they're trying to get in. So
they fucked my bracket up last year.
Oral Roberts.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, they man, Max Abmas was one of those dudes, man. Everybody was like, who is this dude? He averages 22.8 points a game, 3.9 assists and 3.3 rebounds. So keep an eye on those guys: Isaiah Mosley, Max Abmas, and Hunter Melodando. I'm sure I messed that up somewhere.
Butcher it.
Yeah, I'm messing that joint up, but keep an eye out for them guys, man. They're not your average guys, you know what I'm saying? So keep an eye out on them.
I also keep an eye out on. We still got switching gears a little bit. We got the Major League Baseball lockout update. You know what I'm saying? For me, I haven't really touched back on it, and it's just something about $1 billion being argued about, and I can't relate, man. But
I don't think none of us can.
Wish we.
I wish, yeah, right, no doubt. But I mean, get your money, on both sides. As owners, I know it may seem like they've been stingy and shit, but it's just the way that they've been running the business for a long time. I don't really know the X's and O's. Like I said, coming up next week, I'll look a little bit more into it to try to get more educated on it and everything like that. But I mean, from my understanding, baseball players got paid decent money. I don't quite know.
Guaranteed money out there.
Yeah, I don't quite know what they hold it up on. But anybody been paying attention to it or any updates?
I mean, it's more like he said, she said kind of thing. I feel like it's like, hey, look, we want to get paid. We want to get paid earlier too. I know it's about arbitration sometimes where these rookies, they get stuck under these arbitration deals where they can't get their actual real contract for a couple of years. And the players want to get paid before they have to wait 3 to 4 years before they're actually getting these big deals that these other players are getting. Pretty much, there's a lot of back and forth of that. I know MLB tried to get a contract negotiator out there, mediator type thing, and the players said, "Nah, look, every time we got a negotiator like that, it don't work in our favor as much. So y'all need to work with us straight up, kind of thing." That's what I got from it, little bit.
You want to hire your lawyer to come in here and tell us what to do? Hell no. It's like, no.
Exactly, right?
Exactly. Nah, it's kind of the same thing. I've been trying to read it and trying to like break it down into like to make it make sense. Like G said, it's a lot of arbitration stuff. They got something called it's a system known as the Super 2, which is 22% of the players between 2 and 3 years of MLB service time were eligible for arbitration under the most recent CBA, and as well as players with less than 3 years of service time. So they're trying to get that. That's part of the holdup on what they're not agreeing on. And another one is that the players have asked about a bonus pool for pre-arbitration players, and I think that's what G was speaking on as well. is for those players who typically make the MLB minimum salary, and they want it to be expanded from $100 million in their prior proposal to $115 million. So that's part of. Those are the two main reasons that it's the lockout is continuing. This was actually like the owners. I feel like the owners actually, I don't want to say started it, but they threw out the word lockout. You know what I'm saying? Like they were the ones that were trying to get a deal done before the season, and they were like, "Yeah, if we don't get this done, we're gonna have a lockout." And then once they started the lockout, they waited like 43 days, from what I read, to even submit a deal to the players association. So it's like they want to get a deal done, but they didn't want to get a deal done. So I feel, I mean, the recent meeting they just had was 15 minutes. Like it was a 15-minute meeting.
Ain't nothing being accomplished in 15 minutes.
Yeah, so
it's introductions like, "Hey, my name is Bob. Your name is this. Your name is Jack. Your name is this." Oh, we're out of here.
Yeah, so I mean, I know the catchers and pitchers were supposed to report to camp. That deadline is passed. I know spring training games are supposed to, I think, get ramped up in February 28th. And season starts, I think, late March, early April. So I don't think that they're gonna hit that timeline. It's a little messy, so we'll see what happens. Keep y'all updated.
Hey, they messing up my fantasy baseball drafts right now. That's what they're doing. I don't know who to pick. I don't know if we're gonna have a draft. Come on, baseball.
You do fantasy baseball?
I do fantasy everything except for hockey and NASCAR, pretty much.
Fantasy baseball was the first shit I ever heard of. That was like the first fantasy that I heard.
I did it like once or twice, but I just, man, it wasn't my thing.
It's definitely different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, I couldn't like rotating the pictures and all that. Man, it was challenging. I might, since I know somebody in there, I might jump in there one time. Yeah, it's a paid league.
Oh, that's a hey, G Money. That's what we do. All about it.
My man. Cool. Well, shit, we gonna talk. Hopefully, whenever it starts, we gonna talk.
Sure.
All right, so we came just about to the end. Want to touch on Sha'Carri Richardson, the track star, and this controversy with the Russian figure skater. I believe her name is, what's her name?
It's gonna be butchered.
I'm gonna say Camilla.
Camilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could be Camilla.
Camilla Cheater. Right. Just call it Cheater. Cheater.
We're gonna stick with
you call it what you want, but you can't call it no winner.
Exactly. The ashes by that name.
We're gonna call it Camilla. We looking too much into this, or should we be looking into this? Says she tested positive for a substance by the name of tromethazine.
Oh, don't even bother trying to say those names, man. I would shoot. It's 1738. I'm slurring everything right now. Good guy.
It's a tromethazine. It's a hard. Man, let me not fuck this up.
Nah, it boosts your endurance and your blood efficiency.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's definitely a cheater, and I definitely agree with Sha'Carri Richardson. I agree with her for calling her out. You know what I'm saying? The difference is the age difference, and of course, it's I don't want to, Sha'Carri is black and Camilla, she's white. You know what I'm saying? How do you allow her to compete if she tested positive for something that should be banned? I mean, Sha'Carri got banned for THC, right? And that don't really do that. That doesn't change your performance, right? Yeah, it doesn't make your performance any better.
Well, that could be argued by a couple's pro athletes, maybe. I don't know,
Well, I think that's for
basketball players specifically.
But I think that's more for healing more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Better than popping pills and stuff like that. But this performance enhancer that Camilla took, or I don't think I think they messed that up. I think they messed that up bad. I think that's a slap in the face to the to the Olympics, the people that participate, to those that have participated in the past and that have done everything right. Like, how do you allow this to happen? I don't care if she's 15 or not. She's in the Olympics and she cheated. Why should she? And they won a gold medal. Like, why should she even be? Nah, that shit's cheating. And Sha'Carri called it out. I appreciate that.
Hey, I 100% agree with that. Like, you're talking about actual drugs that make you perform better compared to marijuana. Like, hey, that you ain't going out there jumping over nothing, smoking marijuana like that. Yeah, I mean, if you have the skills, you're gonna do it regardless, whether you high or not. Right. You know, hey, tell them about it. Tell them about it. You know, shoot, we just get better with performance sometimes. Some people, you know, but that's because you have those skills ahead of time. Like, it's not enhancing your performance really. So I 100% agree. She called him out, and his little girl, she got to go ahead and do another event afterwards. Like, yeah, that's crazy. Barry Bonds ain't in the Hall of Fame, and we talking about this.
Exactly. It's just wild, man. It's wild, man. It's wild.
Yeah, we most definitely live in a selective world. Selective world we live in, indeed. I mean, I don't know if you fellas have anything else you want to add or close out with.
Hey, G, your boy turned down 350 mil, bruh. Juan Soto.
Hey, you know, I would do the same thing if I'm in his boat. You know, I turn it down. I would never turn it down personally, but it's a smart decision right now. You know, it was before the lockout. After every lockout, you know, the salary cap's going up, the bargaining price is going up, so he knows more money's getting thrown his way. It was 13 years, 35. That don't even average 35 a year. He's getting 30 a year at least, 35 a year. So, hey, please, Nationals, please sign him. Don't let him escape. Don't let him escape.
Hey, I know where he can come. He can come to them world champion Braves. He can come to the A, baby. Come on down to the A.
You can say what you want. Freddie Freeman ain't gonna be back.
Yeah, he coming back, bro. He coming back, man. Don't worry. He coming back. We're gonna bring Juan Soto next year. So yeah, we bringing him back.
We will see. We will see about that.
And y'all check out these podcasts. Y'all check out 613 Faye Production. Y'all check out the Facebook group on the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Check us out. Check me out on social media, IG Yo Chill J, Twitter October's Own, and Facebook Jae Jones. Man, just holla at me. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, follow me, G Money out here, G Money at G Money Caveman on Twitter. Talk the talk. Let's go. You know, drop a comment on the YouTube link. Let us know what y'all thinking. What can we do? Comments, we take it. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
What's up? You can follow me at Willie B on Facebook, W Prather, Prather on Instagram. I'm gonna plug in Tree Vision, treevision.bigcartel. It's a little shirts and hoodies. Go check that out. And 613 Faye Productions. Go to the social media site, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on all platforms. 613 Faye Productions.
Yes, sir. Sure indeed. Do that.
Second episode down. Good shit, fellas. I love it.
Check out that wrestling podcast I told y'all too, In the Four Corners of Wrestling, man. Check that out as well. Second episode done.
Deuces. We out of here. Thank you.
Hit that beat.